Hello and welcome to this quick video tutorial on how to make breakout rooms in Google Meet. As we know, Google Meet currently does not have breakout rooms as part of its feature set, but we have a workaround for you to help you get breakout rooms to use in your online courses or your online delivery of your courses. So first of all, we need to go into Google Calendar. So here I am in Google Calendar. Make sure it's your Mount Royal Google Calendar and you're logged into your Mount Royal account. And you can be anywhere in your calendar. It doesn't matter where you're going to place these calendar entries because we're just using Calendar to generate a Google Meet link. For whatever reason, links generated in Google Calendar are persistent. They don't expire. Where we found that folks who are creating links other ways in Google Meet, they seem to expire those links, and those links aren't persistent. So this way works, and this is why we're presenting it to you today. So I'm just going to my calendar here, and I'm just going to click and drag and carve out a little meeting space. Add conferencing, click Save. So my intention here is like, okay, I need a link for my virtual classroom, but I also want to do breakout rooms. So I'm going to say for this example, I need 4 breakout rooms. So basically I'm just going to keep carving out space here. So there's going to be my first breakout room. I'm going to add conferencing, click Save. I don't need to give these titles or anything. I just want the link. My second breakout room, add conferencing, save. My third breakout room, add conferencing, save. And my last breakout room. Of course, if you wanted to do more, you just keep doing the process. Add conferencing, save. Now that I have these entries in with links applied to them, now I can take these links and then post them in Blackboard. So my first link here is going to be for my virtual classroom. So what's interesting, when I click on the meeting, I get this window, and if I hover over this area, this icon to copy the link to the clipboard of the computer appears. So I'm going to click on that. That's copied to my clipboard. Now I'm going to go into Blackboard, and it'd be really nice if I had a button here that just kind of students could click on and it would take them to this virtual area or areas of virtual spaces. So I'm going to click on or hover over the plus sign up here, choose content area, select it, and I'm going to call this virtual classroom. You can name it whatever you want, but for this purpose it'll be virtual classroom. And available to users, and submit. And here it is at the bottom. I can drag it up if I want it more prominent in my navigation. Now I can click into this content area, and I can go hover over build content and come down to web link. And in the web link interface, I can now paste that URL, that meeting link that I generated in Calendar here, and I'll call this one virtual classroom. If I could type correctly, virtual classroom, and then click submit. Now that link is there, students can click on it and it will take them right to that Google Meet. But I have more work to do because I want to add my breakout rooms. So this is going to be one-stop shopping. That's the intent behind this. It's one-stop shopping for your students, and we're going to get breakout rooms in. So now I'm going to come back to Calendar. That was our last entry there. I'm going to come down to the second entry I created, click on it, hover, copy the URL, come back to Blackboard, and hover over build content, a web link, and this is going to be my breakout 1. So breakout room 1, and then I'm going to paste that URL I just copied there, and I'm going to click submit. And now I'm going to go back to Calendar, and I'm going to go to my breakout room 2. I'm going to click on it, hover over this area. I have a copy to clipboard icon. Go back to Blackboard, hover over build content, come down to web link, call it breakout 2, paste that URL in, and submit. And I'm going to go back to Calendar, close it. We're not going to do all 4. I'll show you 3. I think you get the idea at this point. Click on the entry, hover, copy the link to clipboard, come back to build content, hover, web link, breakout 3. Paste the link in, submit. And now I have my breakout rooms. I could go back and do a fourth, but I think you get the idea of the process. But now how do we leverage this in teaching? Well, when it's time to do our synchronous session, students know to come into Blackboard and click into Virtual Classroom. When I click into Virtual Classroom, this will take them to the Meet lobby. We're all familiar with this, and they would join in. So here's where they would configure their equipment and join the meeting. While you're actually in the virtual classroom, you can say, okay, well now class, it's time to go to your breakout rooms. Please click back into Blackboard, like I just did here, and select the appropriate breakout room that you belong to. If you want, you could actually add the membership of the breakout if they're going to have the same breakout all the time, or you can beforehand say, I want these students in 1, 2, 3. But the point is that in the class, in the synchronous class, you direct your students to go to the appropriate breakout room for them. They will click on the breakout link, and that will take them to another Google Meet, and they can have their smaller discussion there. You as the instructor, you can come to this Blackboard page and jump into any breakout room you want. And then when the students are ready to come back, they come back to this page and click on Virtual Classroom and rejoin the class as a whole. That pretty much sums up the workaround for creating breakout rooms in Google Meet. It's a pretty straightforward process. It's easy. It doesn't take a lot of time. And feedback we've gotten from this workaround so far from the spring has been very positive. So I hope you enjoyed this video, if these videos are enjoyable to any degree, but I hope you found it informative and helpful in your teaching. Thank you for watching.